everyone, welcome back. I've got a completely different video for you today. By the time this video goes up, it'll probably be a completely different kettle of fish. And I really have debated with myself whether or not to do this video, but I just feel that I get so many comments on my channel, lovely comments, saying stuff along the lines of, I love watching your videos because you're always so happy, you're always so cheerful. And I am a very happy and upbeat and bubbly, friendly person in general. But I think everybody knows really that what you see on YouTube and what comes across in your channel and your videos is obviously such a small snippet of a person's life. And in this case, I'm talking about my channel, and it's such a small snippet of my life. I'm sure, I really hope this doesn't come across condescending, because I honestly don't mean it that way, but I just really wanted to say, although it's already been said by other YouTubers, that, you know, my life isn't always like that. I try and be happy and cheerful most of the time, and I'm not saying that I have to try hard for that, because I am happy and cheerful, I'm happy with my life, I'm a happy person. But I do have off days. I really do have days where everything seems to go wrong, periods of my life when I'm not very happy, sad even, and today's a really bad day, and I really wanted to make this video today because I considered not filming. I considered filming what I planned to film, which was my glossy box unboxing, and just pretending everything was fine. And I thought, I've always wanted my channel to be about the truth, not the truth because it's about makeup, but I've always wanted to be truthful with my channel. I've always wanted to be honest, and I have always been that way on my channel, and I think people appreciate that as well, not just the cheeriness but also the honesty. And I had a comment which I replied to today to do with my Yankee Candles video, saying thank you for your honesty about something. And you know, I thought, I'm being thanked for my honesty, but I'm considering not making a video today, which is my allocated time for myself to make this video. I don't have a lot of time really to film, and I need to film and be honest with you guys and say, yes, I am going to film a glossy box unboxing, and I don't want to tack this onto the start of that video and be like, oh, I'm having a bad day but let's do it anyway, because then people might not want to watch it. I'm going to title this video about specifically what it's about chatting with you over a coffee. I've got a coffee here. I don't want to seem like I'm copying anybody, because I know there are channels out there that are even labelled to do with having a chat. I mean, there's one in particular I'm thinking of, and I love her channel. It's Coffee Break with Danny. But the problem is, you know, there's only so many times something can be used, and you've got to draw the line and say, well, maybe it's not copying, maybe it just both people will want to do it, or it's both people's ideas. So I was thinking about starting a series of Coffee with Kelly, and not a channel but just a series maybe. And if I do it as a series, then this will be the first episode, and I might not even upload this. I've got to play back and, you know, see what it's going to be like. But I wanted to sit down with this coffee and tell you that I'm having a bad day, and if you're having a bad day too, and you're watching this and you're having a bad day, just know that you're not alone having a bad day. You know, I've got my lighting up, I've got my makeup on, I've got my background, it's messy but it's there, but you know, it's still, I've got a smile on my face even, but I'm having a bad day. You know, if I went into why, it would probably then become really boring. So I wanted to make this a support video, as well as maybe getting things off my chest. I've had, you know, a lot of it's to do with bad news that I can't talk about because it's very personal, but also I've had to spend a lot of money on my car recently. Things gone wrong with my car, and it's sort of raining, and I've had some bad news, and my husband's had some bad news, and it's just sort of, you know, when one thing after another happens, and it's really difficult for you to stay focused on the things that you're positive about and that you should be grateful for. I'm sure we've all been there. If you're there now and you're watching this because you are there now and you're having a bad day, please know that it will pass. It's horrible, and it's not to belittle or demean what you are going through, but it will honestly pass. I used to really struggle with those sorts of feelings, and when I had them I sort of felt like everything was standing still, and it almost debilitated me, if that makes sense. And it still does in a lot of ways. But years ago I actually saw a counsellor over some issues, which there's absolutely no shame in that either, in case anyone's wondering about that. I think a lot of the stigma about that is gone now. It was more so stigma, you know, in outside of the US. I think therapy and stuff is more probably, it seems to me from TV anyway, and YouTube, a little bit more commonly accepted in the US. But we've had to shake off a big stigma with that in the UK, you know, because I've a stiff British upper lip and not talking about problems and not showing emotions and stuff. But I had some counselling and a while ago, and the counsellor, I'll never forget this. One of the things that he said to me was, when you've got these feelings and they're really overwhelming and you're frightened and you're stressed and all of those sorts of feelings, you have to try and imagine like the feelings floating on water, or even being like leaves in the breeze maybe as well. That image is in my head, even though I don't remember him saying that, but I think he was talking more on the water. They will float by, they will take their time, but they will eventually float by. Excuse me. And that really helps me. Today I'm having a bad day, and there's something in particular I feel frightened about, and there's nothing I can do to control the outcome, and there's nothing that I can do to make the outcome be known to me any sooner than it will be known to me, if that makes sense. But between then and now, I feel like I am going to struggle to sleep. I feel like I am going to get tummy aches. I feel like I am going to feel frightened and stressed about it, not knowing what the outcome of it is. So my husband often says to me, if you can't control it, if you can't change it, why worry about it? It makes no logical sense to, and I agree with that, but it's something that I struggle with. So if anybody's got any tips or hints about that, please leave that for support for me and others in the comments box. But because I can't really say anything on that. I'm not the best person in the world to be able to put things to the back of my mind and think I can't control that, I'll just leave it for now. I'm not good at that, but that's something that I really do need to learn to do. And I think if you're struggling with that, I think that should be an aim of yours, maybe, to learn to do that, because stress is a killer, you know, and we can make ourselves ill over it. So yeah, that was my coffee break for today. Hope it wasn't too heavy for some. I've got my Christmas mug to cheer me up. And I probably will just go ahead now and film my Glossybox unboxing, but I wanted to do this video with you today and I'm going to upload it as an extra, not on my normal uploading schedule, because I want you to know that although, you know, I do try and make my videos upbeat and cheerful because they're nicer to watch, we're not all constantly on a bed of roses. And if you're watching this, as I say, I've said it before, but I wanted to make this video for myself, but also for my subscribers who I care greatly about. If you are having a bad day, it will float on by, it will pass. Those feelings, you will get used to handling them. And if you feel like they are overwhelming, talk to somebody about it. Don't deal with it on your own if you can. They will pass and you're not alone. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.